Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 is one of the most popular games in the Need for Speed series. Development of this game began in 2003 at EA Black Box Studios in Vancouver, Canada. The game was released in November 2005 for PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, Microsoft Windows and other platforms. The main game designer was Andre Weiler, who worked on the game for several years. Weiler came up with a new game concept in which the player had to fight against the city's best racers and become the most wanted criminal in the police. Another major feature of the game was the cinematic scenes that took place during the game's events. These scenes were created with the help of special technologies, which made it possible to create high-quality graphics and realistic character animations. The game took the best in the Underground series. From it the game got a free ride mode across all urban areas, but, fortunately, the constant night races were cancelled this time. One of the game's key features was the presence of a blacklist system in which the player had to fight each rider on the list individually in order to climb higher in the rankings. Each driver had their own personality and car characteristics, which added depth and variety to the game. And do not forget about the tests, which made it possible to spend a couple more hours in the game. The gameplay of the game consists of chase. The player needs to run away from the police, who are trying to arrest him for traffic violations. The player can use various tricks to escape the police, such as moving quickly, changing direction, and using cover. The police prioritize your car in the form of a chase status for all of them in Game 7. Also, the player can improve his car to increase its speed, power and handling. You can also get unique parts of Junkman from tokens after defeating blacklist bosses. You can buy new parts for your car, such as engine, transmission, suspension, brakes, as well as change the appearance of your car to reduce your wanted level. The player must race both normal opponents and various bosses in order to move forward in the storyline of the game. After winning, 2 tokens drop out and you can choose from visual upgrades or a technical improvement of the car, the so-called Junkman parts. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 was one of the most popular and loved racing games of its time, and that's no surprise given its many benefits. For example, addictive gameplay. NFS Most Wanted 2005 offers a lot of exciting chases and races that can be played in different ways depending on the player's preferences. This allows you to get the most out of the game. The game features a variety of cars, each with its own unique characteristics and customization options. Players are free to roam the city and participate in races and missions in any order. Even though the game has many advantages, there are also some disadvantages that can affect the perception of the game. The game was released in 2005, so its graphics and features may look dated on modern systems. Fortunately, modders are still working on improving the game. I advise you to try it to improve the feeling of the game. Although Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 is a classic almost 20 years old, some players still enjoy it and find it fun and addictive. However, it should be noted that during this time a lot has changed in the gaming industry, and if you are used to more modern games, you may not appreciate the outdated graphics, physics and mechanics of driving cars in Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. For this, custom modifications will help you. The plot is also not taken seriously at the moment, like the other plots in the series. In addition, the game does not have add-ons like modern games, and you may encounter technical problems on modern operating systems and hardware. Thus, playing Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 in 2023 can be an interesting experience for those who want to remember the old days or try the classic game. However, if you are not used to these types of games, you may not appreciate its true value, and instead prefer more modern and updated games with better graphics and game mechanics. I hope EA will remaster or remake this game as it deserves it.